Yo, hey everyone, Andrew here, bringing you another video review, and today I brought along my friends Doug, Matt, and Spencer, and we are going to be reviewing Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. We just saw it, and we decided not to say anything to each other about the movie until we talk about it here, so everything's fresh, everything, not contaminated. Spencer gives into peer pressure like crazy. I'm scared of him when he goes into college. I swear if I told him Optimus Prime was the greatest thing in the world and he thought the other thing, he would think Optimus Prime is the greatest thing in the world. But anyways, let's get into the movie. What we're going to do is we're going to talk about the characters first, and we're going to talk about the movie in certain points. But first of all, let's just get a general take of the movie and what you guys thought. And before we start this, we have several different fans here. We have a casual Transformer fan. We have a hardcore Transformer fan, a nostalgic Transformer fan, and then we have no Transformer fan. Doug is the movie reviewer. He doesn't care about the Transformers. He just cares about the movie. So we got all different opinions. So let's start things off. Doug, how did you feel about the movie?
Well, the Rocketeers sucked because I saw that poster and it's just been in my mind. But coming in as someone who really didn't watch Transformers when he was a kid much, didn't really like it. I thought the movie was pretty good, action-packed, plenty there. You had cute girls, you had lots of things blowing up. The storyline wasn't like the greatest, but I didn't really go in there expecting like something fantastic. I had a good time, and that's what I wanted. So you get a B from me on it.
Okay, Matt.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Too many like fucking boring parts of talking stupid shit like that. Could have been a little bit more action, but it was better than the first one. I don't know what you think about that, but
Spence?
Alright, I definitely found this one better than the first one. The first one, I found a major lack of action, and they tried filling that lack of action with scenes like the, can we spoil stuff?
You might as well.
Well, yeah, I guess, like what? Yeah.
Like, Nest.
Oh, yeah, you can, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, like, the Nest, like, they tried filling in like some movie time with Nest, and granted, yeah, they weren't long, but they were good. They did have a lot of them from time to time, but they were definitely good and a very good filler in my eyes.
Yeah.
I give the movie a solid A.
Just to let you guys know, Nest is the humans working with the Autobots to rape Decepticons, basically. Now, to my opinion, I definitely thought the movie was far superior to the first movie. I thought a lot of the problems that was made in the first movie was made up here. I liked the first movie. I thought it was a solid B for a movie. I thought it had its flaws, but it did a pretty good job. I mean, it's a summer movie. It's not supposed to be anything smart. It's not supposed to be anything dynamic. I mean, it's just an action movie. And the lack of action in the first movie I thought got made up here. The camera angles for the action got made up here. You could actually see the fucking Transformers fight. That was important too. And although the story wasn't anything dynamic, I thought they held true to it. They gave a little bit more backstory than they did in the first movie. On the whole, I thought the movie was fantastic and better than the first one. So with that said, let's just talk about the Transformers themselves, because there was a few new Transformers and there were obviously the recurring ones that no one really cared about. Now, one thing is I wanted to state is a lot of people complain about a lot of the Transformers not getting airtime, like not being able to get character development and all that. But I just want to say, if you look back at the cartoon, really, who got character development? I mean, really, Cliff Jumper.
They're all the same.
Cliff Jumper, I mean, really, what was so character development about him? Not much. And I've heard a lot of people complain about Sideswipe not getting any, or the RC sisters, but I think on a whole, just having more Transformers was nice. So let's talk about Sideswipe first. He's the one with the fucking swords coming out of his hands. You guys remember him? He cut the car in half. Okay.
I'm only thing that I'm mad at him for is I'm a huge Audi fan, and seeing the Audi A8 just destroyed in front of me was sad. But on like a Transformer view, he was cool. He was awesome. He was bitching, repping the two swords. Yeah. I liked it.
We're going to make this quick lightning round fast. So, Matt, go.
Well, there's not much really to say, I'll be honest with you. It's been so long since I've seen the fucking cartoons, We're all the same to me.
Okay.
Sideswipe was pretty cool. He was also, I'm not spoiling anything, he was a jet at one point.
No, he wasn't a jet, you asshole.
Oh.
Sideswipe was the one that had the sword.
So just say they're all
See,
the
this
same.
is the
and
problem.
move on.
He doesn't know transform.
Okay, well, he was still pretty cool cutting the car open.
Yeah. I thought Sideswipe was good. He didn't need character development. He was just there, and that was enough for me. I mean, he didn't have any character development in the show, so it really doesn't matter. He was a cocky asshole, and that's all you really need to know. Moving on. Skids and Mudflap. Now, before I say anything, a lot of people say that Skids and Mudflap were played off as racist characters with a racist tone. So what do you guys think about that? Let's start with Matt first.
Well, it's pretty obvious it was. I won't say any more than that because I don't want any more people to hate me than I already do. But if you saw the movie, yeah, well, it's pretty fucking brutal.
Okay. What do you think, Doug?
Yeah, they pretty much were, but like you said, it's a summer movie. They were comic relief. It's kind of what you expected.
Spence.
I agree on Doug where I feel as though they definitely played it up too much, but some of the stuff that they said was hilarious, I have to admit.
Yeah, and personally for me, yes, they did have I don't want to say racial tone. They obviously had an ethnicity to them. You can tell that they were representing of the gangster black people. But then again, I don't think it was supposed to be played off as racist. I mean, last time I watched WWE, they had Crime Time, and you don't see them getting in trouble. Or, yeah, I mean, on the whole, I thought
Depends on who wants to complain about
exactly.
it.
I liked the characters more than I thought I was going to because I thought they were going to suck major monkey cock. But and there we go. I just hold that racist thing there. No, that's just what I say. But on the whole, I thought they were funny. They could have been toned down a bit on the racial thing, but it's really on who can take offense from it. That stuff. I don't think there was any. I don't think there was any offense supposed to be made. Wheelie, the little robot car. Doug, you go first.
It's perverted. If you see the movie, you'll know exactly what I mean.
Well, what's wrong with that?
You,
He just did it. Just laugh.
let's just say it's interspecies erotica.
Okay.
Just watch the movie.
He's just there for a few laughs. He
Yeah.
gave you a few laughs, right? He did his job.
Okay, what about you, Spence?
Total comic relief. I felt as though he had absolutely no impact on the story at all.
Actually,
A lot of people didn't.
I agree with Spencer. I think he's one of those Transformers that just served his purpose, but he was actually funny. I thought he was funny, and he was okay. Next, Bumblebee. Go, Doug.
he was pretty cool. I mean, there was that scene where him and Shia LaBeouf's character, they were in the car, and Shia LaBeouf had the girl in there. That was pretty funny.
Oh,
kinda
yeah,
like
when he
looking
started spraying her with
Yeah.
jizz and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
I thought it was kind of cool looking after him, seeing that.
Yeah. Matt.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. He acted, like the kid's bodyguard and all that. Did a pretty good job. I kind of wish he was in it a little bit more, but he was in it a lot more than the first one, so I guess I shouldn't complain.
Okay, Spence?
I felt as though he was good, and if people remember at the end of Transformers 1, he did get his voice back, and he could have used that. My major complaint is they changed the model of car he was. They kept the Camaro, but I'm a big car fan, as you know. Last year they had a 2008. This year was a 2009, and you could definitely tell by the hood. The hood style was different in one than two.
Jay's nodding right now. That's because of the toy, right? The toy was a little bit different too on the hood.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on. Let's just do. We don't really need to talk about Ratchet or Ironhide because they really didn't serve any purpose at all. I thought Ironhide was a little bit better because he actually took authority. For me, Bumblebee, he's the same thing. The voicing bothered me too. Why wasn't he talking? Come on. RC Sisters, the fucking motorcycles. What did you guys think?
Well, they should have been in it more.
Yeah,
Could have lasted a
Yeah,
little bit longer, too.
they could have been a little bit more.
I'll third that.
Okay. Any more Autobots we can think of? Jolt, you guys barely even saw him. He was like a background thing. But again,
I wouldn't know.
most of the Transformers were background characters. And, I thought that was going to bother me, but I was okay with it because
Yeah, there were more this time, so you
Yeah,
can't complain
exactly.
too much.
more toys for us. And of course, last of the Autobots we should talk about, Optimus fucking Prime.
Well, he's the man. What can you say about that,
He's a man, he came back to life, and he basically pulled a Super Saiyan using the soul of another.
Oh, don't cheapen him like
That
that.
was more Power Link from Armada.
That was basically what he did. Where using the Power Link, he basically went Super Saiyan for it.
Okay, if you want to say
The fight took less than 50 episodes. Though.
Optimus Prime kicked fucking ass.
Pretty
okay,
much.
in the first movie, he got his ass handed to him by Megatron. Megatron just pushed him over and did it like prison style. But Optimus Prime
Prison
just,
bitch.
yeah, but Optimus Prime just, he took on Megatron, Starscream, and what looked like to be Blackout, but I thought he died in the first movie, but apparently he must have come back to life. Whatever. But he took on all three of them. He raped all of them, and then Megatron comes out of nowhere and stabs him and blows him up. Again, this is going to be spoilers in this, stuff.
Yeah, that in my eyes, that's just fucking retarded. He shouldn't have died that easily.
No.
It was a plot convenience.
No, listen. It's Prime. He is not happy unless he died. Name one Prime that has not died, except for maybe RID Prime. G1 Prime got killed, came back, died again, came back. Beast Wars Prime died. Let's see. I'm not sure, but I think Armada Prime and the Unicorn Trilogy Prime did. Even Animated Prime died for like 3 seconds. Prime is not happy unless he dies. If I was Optimus Prime, I would commit suicide just so I could die.
No, I'm not saying like the dying was bad, but just the way he died pissed me off.
What do you mean? He fought like them. And
He fought like that. I love that. That fight scene was crazy.
Yes.
And then Megatron just comes up, like stabs it. Like not even really like a good one-liner from Megatron. Just
what were you
sometimes it happens in a fight.
Well, yeah, exactly.
You get
it was
stabbed.
a little bit more realistic. It was like
You beat off everybody,
it was more
and then you just
realistic.
get boom.
I just didn't like the way he died.
the fight scene was awesome. Okay.
People aren't going to give the courtesy to say, hey, by the way, I'm going to stab you. Let's stab you in the fucking face or something. Shit
It's
happens.
just saying they will like kill you. Okay. So moving on to Decepticons. There were a few new Decepticons, and apparently some old ones. I mean, Barricade and Bone Crusher, but I don't think they were the actual characters. But let's start off. Starscream. Doug, what do you think?
He was the Jet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was pretty cool. He was just taking pot shots at everyone all the time.
Yeah, typical prick. He always is.
He's always a prick.
Yeah.
Yeah, always a prick. But surprisingly, he in some scenes, if you notice closely, he takes a lot of damage, and like he comes out almost unscathed.
He puts his arm back in.
Yeah, just like.
Personally, I love Starscream. He was a lot more G1. I mean, a lot of people are like, well, they hit Starscream on the dot in the first movie. No, they really didn't, because Starscream had 2 lines in the first movie. But in this movie, they hit him on the spot. He was a whimpering coward that backstabbed people. He was a complete prick. It was Starscream. They even did the voice pretty well.
Yeah, the voice was good.
Okay, Soundwave, what did you guys think about him? He was the satellite in the sky. Doug.
Yeah, he didn't.
I know, he could do a little bit more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
just floated and did shit.
Yeah, he didn't do anything.
He really didn't.
The voice was nice, but he didn't
Yeah,
do
he didn't
anything.
really do much.
So he was a disappointment. Who else? Devastator. What did you guys think about the Constructicons and Devastator?
He was crazy.
Yeah, he was pretty cool. I don't remember him looking like that, though, but then again,
Yeah,
I guess it's been
he
so
never
long,
looked-
I don't know.
Well, he looks more like the movie characters do, though. Yeah, Devastator was okay. I actually liked him being more of a beast-like thing. What about Ravage, the cat?
Yeah, he was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, he
kind of
did
scary at times.
Yeah, he messed. He
And,
messed. some shit up.
and then he died getting his fucking spine taken out like Scorpion does to his victims in Mortal Kombat, baby. Old school style. Okay, any other Decepticons that was important? The Fallen, of course. Out of all of them, the Fallen and Megatron. But we'll get to Megatron last. The Fallen. What did you guys think about him?
He could have done a little more. He
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
really
he
in it
was-
enough.
He was a prick. He basically had everyone do his dirty work for him and then came in, which as a villain, that's smart. But he was just
Boring.
a prick about it.
Yeah, he wasn't really. I don't
It
know.
almost didn't matter if he was there or
He wasn't
not.
that
It really didn't
interesting,
matter.
and he didn't like. I don't think there was that big a fight with him, really.
I thought they played
No.
him off as too intelligent than he should have been. I was
Yeah.
expecting the Fallen to be a complete feral beast, dumbass caveman. But then again, he didn't do anything for me, but he wasn't horrible. I
Yeah.
mean, he was kind of just there. And then of course, Megatron. Megatron was the fucking man.
Yes.
Megatron raped everyone. He went around with his gun and he went crazy. What did you think, Doug?
He was pretty good, you know. He was in control. He was just like kicking butt all the time.
He did his typical shit, fucking everybody up. But that's,
Yeah,
that's to be expected, you know.
I'm surprised that he didn't mess up Starscream a little bit more, you know, over his like betrayals and shit.
Take it as
Well, yeah, think about how long they could spend on that, you
Yeah,
know?
literally. Like I'm surprised like he didn't like blow off one of his arms.
The only problem I had with Megatron is he was like a servant to the Fallen. When has Megatron ever been a servant to anyone? Even as Galvatron. No, even when he was Galvatron and he was like bound to Unicron, he was plotting against them.
Yeah.
When is Megatron ever a servant? That's the only thing that bothered me with Megatron. He's like, Master, Like, what is this? Emperor Palpatine and Darth Vader? Come on, I know
that
you
was
want
kind
to.
of
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah, it was clear a little bit. Besides that,
We don't need any more bad Star Wars-esque things.
Now, see, these two people never saw the first movie until today. We saw it before we went to go see the second movie. Spencer already saw the first movie. Now, the pace of the first movie and
Too
the pace
slow.
of you thought the first movie was too
Yeah,
slow.
it's too
Yeah,
slow.
too
There's not
slow.
enough good
Really,
shit
I thought the
happening.
first movie was a little bit had good speed to it. What did you think, Doug?
I thought it had good speed to it.
What about the second movie? I mean,
I thought that last action scene in the desert, I thought it maybe could have been broken up. I thought it was just like too long.
Yeah, they kind of drag it out.
So
yeah.
I'm like, ugh.
it was them running and running. It's like the humans running and running.
I mean, yeah, it's not
But-
like Lord of the Rings.
I
Where
know,
you
so
walking and the
I'm
trees.
surprised the trees didn't
And
fucking
Even
walk.
the trees. It would have been great if you had a Transformer movie and then suddenly the Lord of the
Yeah,
Rings
just the
trees
trees.
come out and they're
They're
walking.
walking out of the fucking theater.
But the action was pretty good.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it just could have been
actually-
broken up a little more.
I thought the movie was a little bit slower pace than I would have liked it to be. But I think it was still a pretty good pace. What's up, Jay? Our back, nothing? You're just looking at us?
Fucking it up?
Yeah. We have our cameraman. He doesn't talk, he doesn't say anything, he just stares. And he goes like this.
Yeah, he just got flipped
He
off.
just
Yeah.
goes like that.
Again.
Now he's doing the second time, but whatever. Okay, what about, a lot of people complained about humans in the first movie. And the humans' interaction should just be all Transformers going around fucking things up. Personally, me, I don't mind the humans. I thought there was a lot of them in the first movie. Maybe a little too much. Like,
Yeah, there was too much. of
like,
it. I
like
mean, who gives a
Sam,
shit?
Michaela, they were good. Sam's parents I liked. I thought they were funny in the first movie. And then some of the soldiers were okay, but some of the other characters weren't necessary. What about this movie? Do you think there was too many humans or not enough? Or
I thought there was too many, just because it's like, who gives a shit? What the fuck? You just come there to see the robots kick each other's ass, right?
Well, I'm
So what the
alright.
fuck are they?
I'm impartial with the humans. They definitely threw in a few humans, like that new friend, the college guy.
Yeah, but he was fucking annoying. Though.
Yeah, he
wasn't
was
even
total
funny.
comic
Annoying.
relief, and like people like that shouldn't be in it. But like
It's
the
just-
main girl and guy, they actually kind of did shit.
Yeah, I mean, Michaela was pretty cute. I mean,
I liked how the what's it called? Well, I'm like standing up. I like how the what is it called? The soldiers and the humans started to working together. I like that.
Yeah, that was good.
I think it had a shorter cast than it did. It kept the characters that were good. Like Sam's mom and dad were funny. Sam and Michaela were good, and then the main soldier and the other soldiers. I think that's a core group. You don't need all the other people.
yeah, there was
Yeah,
like
there's no
this
need
one
of it.
government guy
Boring.
who was kind of a dick. I mean, I found that kind of stupid. I'm like,
Should just go.
oh,
Yeah.
we've seen
So
these dickhead
just-
bureaucrats before.
Someone grab a gun.
Okay.
Oh, misfire.
Another topic. Language, tone of the movie, and what ages should it have been geared to. Now, there was a lot of language in there.
Yeah, this one
we
there
got
was
we got shit, we got damn, we got pussy, we got goddamn it. I mean, we almost got motherfucker sometimes. I
Yeah.
mean, we got a lot of them. Do you think this movie should be geared towards children or should be geared towards the adults? What? Dry? Oh, in the dry humping.
Yeah.
Do you think the humor in the
Oh,
thing
yeah.
should be geared towards adults, or do you think it should be geared towards kids? Because a lot of people say this movie geared towards kids, but I feel as though this is a movie geared towards
More
people,
toward.
the people that were fans of the '80s show, the older adult group. What do you guys think?
Well, I'd say probably this was like a teenager's movie. Like, and by teenager, I mean like 15 or 16. This isn't like something like an 8
Yeah,
or 9
definitely
year old.
15.
See, I know, throwing the colorful language, look,
You know,
great movie.
Hey, if you want an opinion, you should have been in the movie. We got
he
the
just likes
person.
flipping us off.
No, he just. Okay, what about you, Spencer? What do you think?
Definitely like 15 and up because
Yeah. Okay.
Do you think it was a bad movie because it had the language in
No.
it? No.
No.
It's just it should have been.
Well, it's,
I don't think it's not a movie for
Everyone
kids.
talks like that nowadays.
Oh yeah.
yeah, true.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'd say make it be more realistic, but obviously.
With giant robots, right?
Yeah.
You can only
Okay.
go so far. Okay. Well, let me just check time because we're cool. We're cool. What else? Let's see. Let me think. Action. What did you think about the action? The first movie, the action was.
It wasn't too bad. I was hoping
was
for
okay.
more, but at least the second one had more.
Yeah, this one had a lot more, which I was happy about. Even if it wasn't, all just Transformers.
Yeah, I know,
They
that's
had
the problem.
They had the
Fucking
human
humans.
mix, which to me I like. with the Transformers scenes themselves, like, you know, Optimus Prime, you know, taking on all the Decepticons, that was epic.
Prime was a fucking man. He just raped.
Yes.
A lot of action. It really doesn't slow down. So if that's, I mean, there were parts where like, can you just stop for just a second? But otherwise, you know.
Yeah, there's a few of them.
But otherwise, I thought it was.
Do you think there was some unnecessary parts, like to the plot? Like, do you think like some of the college scenes should have been cut out, or do you think
pretty much.
Do you think some of those should have been cut out?
Yeah.
What do you guys
Just
think?
because I don't really care, but that's not why I'm there to see it, you know?
You're in for the robots.
What else is there?
Well, okay, here's another question. When it comes down to the humans, you think you should remove them all on a whole, or do you think you should keep them in there? Because a lot of the parts that...
Keep
like,
a few.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, keep it.
Just keep a few.
Like
you
the,
know,
the main guy and girl, I'd say.
Yeah, but it's like, you know, G1 had humans,
Like 2 of them.
Beast Wars in the series after that, but like,
Beast Machines and Beast Wars had
Yeah.
no humans,
Yeah,
except,
no
for
humans.
except for the stupid automatons that tried to build that death weapon.
yeah.
Yeah, Lola
And,
or
like,
whatever.
In the series after, you know, they had like 1, 2, max 3 humans.
Didn't the Unicorn trilogy have like 3 humans per thing? I never
No,
really...
the Unicorn trilogy had 3 total.
Ah. No, you're coming with me, you asshole. But, okay, so...
Things on a mission.
Yeah, it's on a mission to fuck things up. Story, what did you guys think about the story? Doug, you first.
It wasn't that complex. It wasn't supposed to be. It was really just there to watch things get blown up, and that's really what I wanted. I didn't think the story was all that fantastic.
Yeah, it was pretty shitty, actually.
But you know, I wasn't going.
It's only there because it has to be there.
What do you think, Spence?
Storyline we're talking about, right?
Well, yeah, storyline.
Storyline-
Have you stop petting my cat and pay attention? Stop petting my pussy.
Storyline, I felt as though they had too many comic relief as they tried to tie it into story, but other than that, I found the story decent. It was definitely acceptable. It wasn't much, you know.
Well, I like to think that in the original G1, not to compare it too much, but how much story did any of those episodes have?
They didn't really have any.
They
just
have the
kicked
fucking
shit out of each other.
Yeah, you have the fucking human come back being like, I found a boombox in the desert. What should we do with it? It turns into Soundwave, and then you have the fight. Beast Wars is the only one that had really any story to it.
Yeah, shit.
Okay, well, so when you made that comment about the comic relief, do you think it was too much comedy in it, or do you think there should have been like a little bit
Well,
less?
too much that wasn't funny, but that's just me.
I felt there was way too much. Period. They definitely should have cut it back.
I think they're
Or-
trying too hard
Or
with the
make it
comedy.
funny.
I think that the comedy that they did was funny, but I think they were just trying too hard. Like the stuff with Wheelie was funny as hell. I thought that was good, and the mud flap and skids was okay, but like the mother getting high.
Yeah,
That was
The
The-
college,
the college
kid,
didn't-
yeah,
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 that
that
was
was that was just
stupid.
yeah, that was
it
wrong.
it was
I'm like,
ridiculous.
why is this guy here? Like, this
Why
isn't
didn't they just
funny.
kill him?
That's the answer for everything for you, isn't it? Just pop him.
Why
But
did he
he's
go?
useless.
Pop.
They did tase him a few times. Like remember when he fell on the thing and like, like devastate his balls? Do you think
Yes.
Do you think that was funny, or do you think that was just like?
It was just
wow.
kind of dumb, actually.
Yeah, it was dumb.
I don't know. I thought it was funny, but it was kind of dumb too. Okay, so with that said, let's just we'll do kind of a wrap up here. We'll go to each person and say the good, the bad, whether or not you liked it, and then like and then on a whole, like would you see another Transformer movie and stuff like that. So let's start things off with Doug. Tell me, just give like 2 goods and 2 bads, and then whether or not you should recommend it, and then would you see another Transformer movie?
Alright, I was definitely good in terms of the action in it. You know, I thought the special effects were really good. In terms of negative, you know, the story really wasn't that great, and I thought, you know, some of the characters didn't really get developed, but, you know, what do you expect?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a movie, you know, geared towards teenagers. I would recommend it to people if you just really want a good time, you know.
So
And I
as
probably
a
would see another one.
so as a non-Transformer fan,
Yeah.
you okay with it?
Yeah, I was okay. I mean, I was entertained, which is what I wanted.
What would you give it on like a scale A, B, C, D,
B.
B?
Yeah.
Okay, Matt, you're next.
Well,
Two
good
goods.
things. Yeah, the 2 good things I'd say is that it had more action than the first one. Then another good thing I'd say is that I thought the pacing was a little quicker, so I like that. Bad things I'd have to say were basically mostly the things with the humans. There's no need of that.
Except Michaela.
In the
she's
comic,
cute.
well, she's there for you already know that, but I don't know. I mean, there's really not much else that hasn't been said though. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I'd give it a C. It's what do you expect from a Transformers movie, but and yeah, I'd see it again if they just cut the bullshit out. You know, well, the humans. Who cares? Does it matter? No, not really. So get on with it.
Okay. And then Spencer, too good, too bad, whether or not you see it, and whether or not you see another Transformer movie. Oh, you didn't tell us, Matt. Would you see another Transformer movie?
Yeah, if it had less bullshit and more action. Yeah.
Less bullshit, more action.
Two goods. The amount of action and how they ramped up some of the action. Like, I thought that they couldn't ramp up the final fight scene in Transformers 1 more. And then we see Optimus Prime just go fucking nuts. And that was just, holy shit, best action that I've seen in a while. Another good was definitely like the pace. Bad, I have to definitely say the comedy, just way too much of it. And another bad, I can't think of
Maybe,
anything,
wasn't
so
funny?
Another bad, you could
Yeah.
just say Prime didn't kill more Decepticons. He only killed like 20. He should have killed like 70.
Thanks for reminding me. The way he died, he could have easily gone out in a more epic way. He went out.
Epic way. He took a sword to the belly and then he blasted him. How more epic can you
Took
get
out
than
3
that?
people by
Do you want
himself.
angel
Yeah.
wings to come out of the blast that comes from the gun?
No, like a decap.
A decap.
A
You want
decap.
Prime to get decap.
If that had happened, it probably would have destroyed the whole
to
story.
quote Jay,
Yeah.
to quote the person in the back, it's much easier to deep throw someone when their head is chopped off. Okay, what would you give it as a rating?
I would give it definitely an A.
An A, okay.
And would I see the next one or again? Fuck yeah.
They did kind of set it up a little. Not like blatantly set up, but I mean, Starscream and Megatron fly away, so it's kind of like, haha, we'll fight again.
That and with the way movies are going now, they're making it into a trilogy. That's all.
That's how all things go. It's fucking trilogy.
And let's face it, it's better than probably the Star Wars, the last Star Wars.
The prequels.
Yeah.
Let's not even get into the prequels.
No.
That's another story for another time. So on to me, and because this is my channel, I'll say a lot more good and bad. Good, action was a lot better. Action was far superior. More Transformers. I did not care if they were developed or not. I could care less if Sideswipe had development or if Jolt had development. As long as they were there, it was good. It was like G1. I mean, obviously, Wind Chaser, Brawl, Beachcomber, how much development did they get? Not much. So more Transformers, less development, that's okay. I don't mind. The story was okay. What do you expect from a Transformer
Yeah, exactly.
movie? I mean, it's here and there. I thought there was more backstory to the story, so I like that too. What else? I like to see more of the Decepticons. There was more Decepticons in it. I like how Starscream was portrayed. That was nice. And it had a good feel to the movie. I like the setting. I like the tone. Bad. The comedy was funny, but it was way too much. Forced a bit. Some of the stuff was not necessary. Like, seriously, his mom going around high on weed? Like, honestly, how dumb
Well, you
could
knew
you
she was
be?
fucking stupid.
Well, how
anyway.
dumb? Yeah, but how dumb could you be? It has a weed symbol on it. How stupid can you be?
And,
But whatever.
Did she live in a box?
I think some of the comedy was unnecessary.
I won't go there.
I do like the main humans. Like, I like the parents. I like the Michaela. I like Sam. I like some of the soldiers. But some of the characters were unnecessary. I have to agree with that. I stated before that I think the humans are necessary to a Transformer film, but I don't think too many are necessary. I think you should have a cast of maybe 5 solid main characters, and then that's about it. So they could have done better with the humans. The Fallen got his ass handed to him. Like, honestly, he was the most anticlimactic bad guy in the world. It was just like,
Yeah.
like Megatron did better than him, and Prime comes out of nowhere and just fucks him up. Let's just say, it's not a movie for everyone. I thought it was geared more towards an adult audience, and where that's okay with me, to the general public, I mean, for kids, do you think kids would be smart enough to pick up on all that stuff, like half the gags? I mean, obviously, like shit and pussy and stuff like that, they're gonna like hear those words and go, "Mom, you're a pussy." But I mean, like some of the older adult jokes, do you think they would pick up on those?
Probably not.
Probably
No.
not, but they don't care.
Yeah, it's like
They're
so.
not, they're not, they're not there for that.
I like how the tone was more adult, a little bit more mature, but it doesn't hit everyone. And Transformers is geared more towards kids. That doesn't bother me. And any other last bad things I didn't like? No, on the whole, if I had to give it, I would give it a solid A. Solid A, not A minus, not A plus, a solid A. It's not. It's not good as good as Star Trek was, but it's still a good film. I liked it. I hope they do another sequel, which obviously they will, and I do recommend people seeing this. So, with that said, we're running low on time because we all have to disperse. It's like almost 1 o'clock in the morning, and Spencer has only got 3 hours of sleep because he's been at his college getting a feel of it. So, with
Hasn't
that
changed his clothes in that many days either.
So with that said, if you like this video thing, I mean, we might do more if you guys wouldn't mind.
Well, I don't mind. I'm sure they'll mind.
I mean,
though.
we could
I'm
easily-
available.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We play D&D every Saturday. We can just do this beforehand. So, but I can guarantee you we will do a review of G.I. Joe. And like I said, one good thing about this is we have a lot of different opinions. Not a Transformer fan, nostalgic, casual. You can see how it's like Doug was okay with the film. You can see Matt was mad about it.
Yeah, so what do you expect?
Spencer liked it, and I liked it. So you can kind of see how the opinions go. And I think with Transformer fans, I think like hardcore Transformer fans and normal Transformers fans will like it more than the general public will. But it's surprising because my girlfriend gave it an A, so, and she doesn't care about Transformers at all. So, on a whole, good movie. I liked it. One thing I have to say is just don't go into it. Don't overanalyze it. It's not supposed to be some kind of technical smart movie. It's a summer blockbuster. It's about two fucking robots going at it and just beating the shit out of each other. This is not supposed to be any intelligence to it. So with that said, this is Andrew, Doug, Matt, Spencer, cameraman, and we are saying peace out for now.